Good evening, everybody. Hello and welcome to this lovely episode of the live stream here at Naked and Famous Denim headquarters in Montreal, Canada. It's just me right now, but I have Mr. Garrett on the way. He's been posted in the mail, and he'll be with us very, very, very soon. So we have a little bit of a fun episode, like always. A lot of cool things to talk about. A nice script over here. So we'll definitely get into that in just a little bit. But first of all, we always like to start off this little show there with a quick little hello to all of our regulars there, like new faces, old faces. So I just want to say hi to everyone over there. So especially all our friends over there, Shang Style, Solvin, Super Dave. Nice to see you guys. Canadian Penny, BD. All the fans, Right W5, and of course, a pimp named Slipback. Nice to see you guys come from all over the world, just tuning in to kind of like come here, talk jeans, talk jeans, talk jean adjacent topics.
I think we need to fix this webcam here.
Oh yeah, get us in focus.
Get a little.
And have a grand old time. So you're getting like the selfie vision over there. Yeah, okay. So we just did a little bit of greetings over here. Thumbnail has you guys intrigued. What was the thumbnail again for this one?
I think it was FoxFiber by FoxFiber. We
Double
showed it off long ago.
Yeah.
So that's why you got to tune in on every episode.
Can't miss one. Can't miss one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was also showed off in the Fall Winter 25 preview. So if you go back to last episode and check the comments section,
you'll find it there.
Basically the live chat, or someone posted it in the comments section, you can find the Fall Winter 25 preview video.
Let's say hello there. Yeah, we got a lot of cool faces over here. Just saying hello to our familiar friends over here. MRG 14 did launch today, so great success. Happy to see a lot of you guys jump there. You managed to get some. We had quite a lot of stock. So hopefully everybody who wanted one managed to get one. And of course, if you can find one, don't forget to check out our sister store,
Naked and Famous Denim
Naked
NYC.
Famous Denim NYC.
They were very popular. A lot sold today. I haven't checked to see if any sold out. Let's pop over into this.
Take a look at the topic du jour, which of course.
Oh, okay. So True Guy, very popular.
Whoa, True Guy was eaten up.
I guess it just. Sorry, you guys can't see. Let me scroll down. There you go. True Guy.
Not much
almost
left.
All gone. I guess that just means we got to make a little bit more. You know why True Guy is sold out so fast? Because Brandon did the breakdown on this one, not me.
You know, throw him under the bus.
It's true. Or maybe someone else did it, but I did not do the breakdown on this one. So that's probably why we just didn't have enough True Guys. And
I thought you were going to say it because it's my favorite fit, and everyone wanted to be like me.
Well, that too. But I can tell you that now I'm doing the breakdowns, and basically what I do is I go and I look at the previous sales, and then I make ratios based on that for each fit, and then within each fit I check to see which sizes are the most popular or least less popular, and then I make a ratio for that, and then based on the total amount of fabric we have, I distill it down into which fits are going to have how many of each size. And I can tell you want some insider information.
I do.
Basically the top three, and they're all almost tied, is Strong Guy, True Guy, and Weird Guy. So now when I make a batch, those are almost always equal. Easy Guy, 4th place, and then in last place, Super Guy, just is not as hot right now. But I think the Super Guy will make a comeback in maybe 5 years.
Yeah. We should get one of those. We should make a bet, go a booking site there, and make a bet when our skinny jeans going to come back. They will come back.
They're going to be so back.
It will happen, but when? The big question is when. So.
I can't say I'm looking forward to it, though. I think for my body type, the wider jean fits me better, because if I put on the skinny jeans, I have much of a bigger upper body than lower body. Skinny jeans, I look like a ice cream cone, super top heavy, Yeah,
we're just
so I'm embracing the wider fit. I love, and me as a classic man, I like that classic.
Yeah. So you're
style.
not exactly the guy to go down to the nightclubs on Ibiza.
My painted on jeans.
You painted on jeans there.
Yeah.
Goodness
maybe
gracious.
someday. I feel like I want to go to Ibiza in the 2000s, not now. Now everyone's just been on like cell phones.
Oh yeah, like pre-smartphone era. They hang out there when like I don't know, everyone listened to trance and stuff like that.
I used to be big into trance.
Oh man, I was big into
and
trance.
house music.
Yeah, I used
back in the 2000s. Well, I'm not gonna say so big, but like that was my main thing that I listened to.
Yeah.
I kind of I was really into like classic rock and punk rock, and then I all of a sudden transitioned into like electronic music, which wasn't trendy at the time yet. Like dance music was still kind of like a very niche thing.
Yeah,
And
at least in North America, by the
Yeah.
way. So like European viewers, especially, we have a lot of friends over there in the UK. Like house and jungle and all that stuff was much bigger there.
True.
Much bigger there than here. Maybe because you guys is closer to Ibiza.
Probably. All
No,
those
there are
Germans and the Dutch.
Yeah, no,
and,
there are a lot of artists there. Yeah, I remember listening to Armin van Buuren and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Chesto's Club Life podcast. I used to listen
We're
to that
gonna
a
miss.
lot.
We're losing our audience talking.
Everyone's
about.
like, "What are these guys talking about?" And
Anyway.
Aphex Twin.
Yeah, we'll steer back onto denim.
Yeah, so we
related.
actually do have a bunch of denim topics
Yeah.
for you guys today. We're going to be, of course, reminding, well, we already talked about it, but MIJ 14 came out.
grab it.
Tristan just bought one of these jackets. He wanted it so much that he bought one for himself.
He may have actually bought the full tuxedo.
Oh, he bought it all.
Yeah. Like he's thrown himself into bankruptcy. He's going to be like living on like toilet paper and instant
That's
noodles.
crazy because that man literally has like 100 pairs of our jeans.
Tristan has so many Naked Famous jeans that like his closets are like bending under the weight of like his wardrobe. He has apps to keep track of like the clothes he owns and stuff like that.
Yes.
Uh,
So, yeah, Tristan loved it so much he picked up the full tuxedo, which I don't know if that was a financially responsible decision. But anyways,
he went for it.
I'm giving him more hours. He's been working a lot lately, so I guess
Yeah,
he's going to
maybe
have a
that's
little
why.
more cash flow, so it's
Yeah.
okay.
All right, there you go. But good choice. Yeah, and people have definitely been responding to this. This is like a really cool, nice, light summer pair. Everyone in the office kind of like ooming and eyeing over these fun little light pairs. And yeah, maybe we'll see like more, variety in the MIJ releases.
I kind of want a jacket for myself, but then I'm like, I don't want to be greedy. Like, I want to save it for you guys. Like, I
Yeah.
already have a few type, the heritage jacket style.
Yeah.
So I have a bunch of them already.
Maybe it's still
Well, not a bunch. I have, like,
still
3.
here. If it's still here tomorrow, then you can feel less bad about it. You gave him 24 hours.
Yeah. And then, so also, I have my little pile of stuff here. We have a sample that just came in for spring, summer 25. So never before seen that you're going to want to see. I have a Godzilla sample, again, also never before seen. We showed all the other Godzillas last episode, and this is going to be the last one of that collection. And I'm really excited about this one. You're going to want to see that for sure. And we got a jam-packed episode today. And the next MIJ, the MIJ 15. I don't know if we've mentioned it before. I think we have. We have mentioned it.
We showed off a swatch.
It's an ultra premium, top tier. I told Brandon we got to go all out on this.
Like,
It's got the patch. The patch is very nice. Very nice. I like. And so we're going to show off that sample. No one has seen it yet. So definitely want to stick around for that. Of course, we got a snack time.
Yeah.
Forgot what we got for snack. Oh, yeah, I remember now. I'm kind of nervous about snack time.
Yeah. It's going to be a little bit different. But, it's not without precedent because I know the Bazad and Risa have done similar things.
Yeah. Oh, also, we got so much to talk about.
But wait, there's more.
We have so many things to mention. One, I'm still looking to hire somebody here in Montreal. So if you're looking for a full-time job, you want a long-term position. I'm not talking like 6 months, a year. Like, I want someone who's like dedicated to the craft, wants to lock in, be part of the Naked Famous Denim team, wants to be on the live stream, wants to be in the videos. You want to be part of the crew. You speak English and French. You can legally work in Canada. You live in Montreal, or you're willing to come to Montreal. Send us your resume because I'm looking to hire someone
Our door is
for
wide
the
open.
team. And we've got a pretty fun team here. Like, I know probably on the videos it looks like that, but it's not like we're faking it or something. Like, everyone's friends. Everyone's cool.
This is all one take. Yeah. By the way, for the This Week in Tath and Yoko, it's always only ever one take. There are no do-overs.
Yeah, there's no do-overs.
We don't have time for do-overs.
Yeah, it's true. We don't have time for do-overs.
Yeah. And then thank you very much, Solvents there. The easy W for the little contest there. I had a lot of fun there. I had an unfair advantage. I actually went on the tour. So I actually saw all these processes firsthand. I still think it was kind of funny that Vinny didn't say a word and he still came in second place. But I guess, you know.
I didn't make it easy, to be honest.
No, you didn't make it easy. But it was a fun episode. So definitely check out this week's at Tate and Yoko.
Oh, okay. And then the other thing I wanted to say. Next episode is going to be a big episode. A big milestone.
Oh, yeah, we have to talk
You
about
may notice, if you look right up here.
Or down there.
Or down here. I don't know. Wherever it is. Maybe on the sides. We are one episode away from the 200th live stream. And I wanted to mark the occasion.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to have a special episode. There is going to be a special snack time. There is going to be prizes to win.
Prizes to win.
Prizes
Not for
to
us.
Win.
For
guys.
you, the people.
Yeah. For you guys, there's going to be prizes. We're going to take a stroll down memory lane.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about showcase some iconic and rare special Naked Famous Denim items, some of Brandon's favorites, some of the real milestones of the brand.
Yeah, we're going to load up the nostalgia cannon.
Shooting
yeah. Shutter.
Yeah, exactly. And then also Tammy's going to be there. Tammy's an OG. She's been around for a long time. Brandon's going to be there, of course. And so, yeah, you definitely want to be there. Set your watches, set your cell phone reminders, mark it down in your calendar.
Save the date.
And the prizes giving away is going to be live. Like, you have to be watching. It's none of this, like, watch afterwards type thing. Like, if you want to enter for that prize, I haven't figured out yet exactly how I'm going to do the way to enter.
Yeah, we'll figure it out there. I can tell you right now, though, there will be no 200-inch inseam denims. No.
Well, we could show it off, maybe, but that's so recent. Yes, it is kind of... I wouldn't call that a milestone, though.
Wait, I never thought about this. The 100-inch inseam, of course, is going to be at least 200 inches long. We never had the idea to take one end and then spread the legs to see how long it was.
Oh, wide, you mean?
Yeah,
the width.
Oh, man, anyway, split the legs. Split the legs. There, yeah.
So, 200-inch waist, impossible. At least for Selvedge denim.
Impossible.
It only comes so wide, so it just cannot be. So, yeah, tune in next week. I mean, I'm promoting... we haven't even started this episode, but next week you definitely want to be here live. We're going to be giving away a whole bunch of cool stuff, and I want you to have it.
Yeah, live giveaways, great deals, surprises galore. So we're going to really bang that jump. Be there. It's going to be one to remember, like the Summer Super Smash.
Yeah, we also have this week at Tate and Yoko, episode 100 coming up very soon, and I'm like, I haven't figured out what I want to do. If there's anything you guys want to see for this week at Tate and Yoko, episode 100, let me know.
Yeah. What should we do for the 100th episode of this week at Tate and Yoko?
We try on 100 pairs of jeans.
Just trying to figure out how long, that's going to take a while.
We see if Terry can withstand the weight of 100 pairs of jeans.
Yeah. I imagine maybe a time lapse of one poor guy, like putting 100 pair of jeans on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off. That'd be kind of funny.
Anyways. Yeah, carry 100 jeans? I don't think so. There's no way you can carry 100 jeans.
Yeah, jeans get pretty heavy.
Jean costs about 2 pounds. Actually, so it's 200 pounds. You could maybe carrying it in your hands? No, but if you somehow rigged it up, then maybe you could maybe carry 200 pairs of jeans.
The average Naked and Famous denim jean weighs 2 pounds. A little bit.
How do we know?
How do we know? We've weighed a lot of jeans.
Shipped a lot of jeans.
Shipped a lot of jeans out there. Yeah. So that'll be a big party. So we're super looking forward to seeing all you guys for next week. But that's next week. Let's talk about this week.
Okay. So we are. We'll of course answer your questions as usual. So if you got a question, put it in the chat. We'll try to get to it. But first up, I know Terry's gonna love this one because it's got a very cool name. Do you remember the name, Terry, on this one? Something near and dear to your heart.
Oh, yeah. I like this one.
Okay, so tell them the name first before I show them.
All right, so we have this new jean. This is for spring, summer 26. So like this time, but next year. Okay.
Well, a little bit earlier than this.
A little bit earlier than this time.
Slightly less than 1 year away.
I'll have more gray hair, and all that jazz.
We'll
but anyway,
all be wrinkly.
Yeah, I'll be wrinkled. And anyway, for next year, 2026 spring, we have the Cat's Pajamas.
Ooh.
The Cat's Pajamas. What a name. Man,
Why is it called the Cat's Pajamas?
The Cat's Pajamas is this cool, old-timey expressionist saying something that's really cool, like the bee's knees and the cat's pajamas. You may be more familiar with the bee's knees. We'll save that for...
yeah, I remember that more, to be honest.
2027. But Cat's Pajamas, 2026. I'm really super looking forward to. I really hope we make a really cool flasher with like a cool cat. And calling this an old-fashioned cool name because it's inspired from that era, kind of like the 20s, kind of like the 30s there, when people would say the Cat's Pajamas.
It's got kind of, I'll call it a light to mid-blue color already. Very vintagey, lightweight. What was the ounces on this? It's like 8 ounces or something, 9 ounces.
8 to 9 ounces.
And, vintage style jean from the 20s, or at least vintage style fabric. It's got that all white selvage edge, which you see on a lot of that old workwear.
Yeah, I'm just going to put that over here. So this is actually quite tasteful.
A little bit of nep, a lot of nice little character on this, but it's subtle character too.
And the stitching color, I really want to draw attention to
the stitching.
So the stitching color is kind of special in this one. It's not the white like some of the other kind of retro jeans that we've done there, but it's not like the yellow or the gold orange color there too. It's kind of like
a faded straw color.
I do like it. Yeah, I do.
And
like
it's supposed to mimic the color of the weft, so it's kind of got this almost like off-white, almost ecru colored weft that you see on all of these older vintage jeans. So again, this is kind of a reproduction of an older 1920s fabric. We always joke how like sometimes I get people coming in the store, it's usually older gentlemen, and they'll come in and they'll be like, they'll pick up the elephant jean and they're like, oh yeah, this is what jeans used to feel like. I remember back in the day, this is how jeans were made. And I just kind of like, yep, and I nod my head and I'm like, okay, you want this one? They're like, yep, and they take it and leave. But they're completely wrong, because 20-ounce jeans are a very modern invention, a very modern thing. And even something like a 14 or 15, 13-ounce jean, which we kind of take for granted as kind of average, wasn't really popular or like available until the mid-century. So if you look back in those, the other day we had that catalog on the live stream.
I love that thing.
If you look back in those catalogs to around, like just the start of the 1900s, you'll see like an advertisement in there and it says like, now super heavyweight denim, 8 ounces, and like that was like a big deal. Like that was the heavyweight of the time, and this is basically like the heavyweight workwear fabric of the time. So 100%
cowboys and railway men wore these jeans back in the day.
Yeah, so I mean, it is a really nice fabric. We have that to be kind of period accurate. I mean, we're not going for 100% repro, but because of that period, we do have the paper patch on here, which they used to use. So, and did I mention the little neps? It's got a little bit of nep in there. Very tasteful. I think this is going to be a really nice spring summer jean. People are going to love it. Strong Guy is going to be amazing. True Guy as well. So this is gonna be coming out for spring summer 26. I think just the name alone,
I like the name,
is gonna sell. Like people are gonna love this just because they'd be like, I'm wearing the cat's pajamas.
Cat's pajamas. I think saying that. I'm also, I'm like I've plunged headfirst into like cat dad life the past couple of years, and I love it. I have no regrets there. So I'm definitely part of like the cat gang. Garrett was a cat gang.
I'm a cat man too. The only problem is now I'm more allergic to cats than I used to be, so I suffer. Like I love cats and I'll hang out with them, pet them, and like shove my face in them. But like I pay the price and I have to like prepare. I gotta take a allergy medicine in the morning. And I still get allergies. Like every time I go over to Bayzad and Reese's house, or anybody who has a cat, like within half an hour, I'm like constantly blowing my nose. If you watch their live stream where I'm on it, you'll notice.
Imagine like watching Garrett's eyes get redder and redder.
And I'm already getting allergies right now. Like the allergy season is full on right here in Montreal. So
yeah, that's just how it goes. Like I washed my car on the weekend. I left it out like overnight, and it just got covered in tree spunk. Just big, thick green tree spunk all over my car.
That's why it's going right up into my nose and giving me allergies.
Yeah.
Canadian Penny's got a great question. He says, "Is this like the old Mainline Selvage?" I would say, no, not at all. Yes, it is a similar weight.
Same theme, but different denim.
I'm pretty sure the Mainline was a 2x1. But looking at this, I can't confirm 100%, but I'm pretty sure this looks and feels like a 3x1.
Yeah, the angle of the dangle definitely.
Yeah, it doesn't.
You can't really show like that. Maybe how good are we for macro shots on?
It doesn't look like a 2x1.
Yeah.
Like
do my best.
We can compare. This is a 2x1. Okay. So, will it focus? There you go. That's a 2x1. And this one is a 3x1. You can just kind of tell. So, and this one has a lot more character. The main line was a little bit darker. By the way, I named the main line, so I kind of love that gene just because like I gave that name to it. I remember Bezad one day he just like messaged me. He's like, "What's a cool railroady name?" And I'm like, Express something, and I said like Mainline, and then he's like, "That's the one." So, anyways, I'll never forget that gene.
Yeah, we didn't call it like the shunter or something like that.
The switcher.
The switcher.
Call it the frog.
Oh my gosh, the frog. The frog. You have to explain that one.
Or like key lighter, or I don't know, like the headlight, something. Frog is like a. You can Google it, but a frog is like an X-shaped piece of railway. It's a rail in an X shape.
Did not know that. Well, you were, in a way, a railway man for a while.
Yeah, frogs are very expensive, too. I forget how much, but my boss told me how much they cost one time, and I was like, that's insane. And then, like, sometimes, if, like, the guys plowing the snow aren't careful and lift up the plow, like, at the right time or whatever, they, like, rip it out of the ground, and it's, like, a big problem.
$1 million a day at the railway company, sure, yeah. So, yeah, let's kind of go there, bump through some questions. I did see somebody ask if Bezad and Brandon are brothers. They very much are brothers from another mother. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, brothers from another mother. Yeah, so I just saw that question, so very interesting. Yeah, okay, moving up over there. 11-piece jeans, will they come in women's fits? Asked the Lab Monkey. As far as I know, no, they will not. That's kind of like that season is done. That's behind us. There will be more jeans in that theme in the future, and we just had a meeting today talking about all the exciting new women's fits. Like, it was fun this year, it was fun last year, it's even more fun for next year. So like the women's fits, like the freight train of like women's fit changes is like it's still steaming. People are still shoving coal into that stoking the fire.
I'm just gonna stick with the train route.
Yeah, stick with the train.
It's funny because Shay, he says Mainline from working for CN in Hinton, my GO. Yeah, so I worked all over, but I did work in Hinton, Alberta they call it Swan Landing. Basically, I don't know, like the railroad has all these terms for like locations. I'm not sure how they get them, but there's like all these like extra names. Like you'll just be driving down the highway and you have no idea, you're just kind of like going from town to town. But like the railroad has like little names for each little area.
Secret railroad jargon.
Yeah, so anyways, I was working at Swan Landing. Maybe I can find and show you exactly where I was working.
So they have their own like mapping systems and stuff like that?
Well, usually you just go by like miles on the road. So like you call out like miles.
Okay, well, Super Dave there just mentioned the frogs are cast from a chunk of manganese steel, so that sounds like extremely expensive.
Yeah. Everything railroad is expensive.
Heavy industry.
Yeah. All right, what else people
talking
about
up
here?
Over there. Yeah, definitely people feel you what the allergies are. Okay. Going up. Speaking of the elephants, what are the new ones going to be like this fall, says Bo Donut 22. I think it's in the fall preview video.
Yeah, we already talked about it long ago, but the elephants coming up for fall winter 25 are going to be the dirty elephants.
Dirty fade. So basically it's a heavy duty dirty fade. And I've seen the flasher, it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tease the name of it as the pervy pachyderm.
The pervy pachyderm.
Yeah, the dirty elephant, but the flasher looks like a pervy pachyderm. So imagine imagine that, if you will. Oh man. Bonus points to our flasher designer there. Okay, great question from Kevin Jill. Is there a huge difference between the unbranded straight versus the wide? What's the cost going to be for the wide leg, any accrue wide leg, or restock of straight accrued denim? So several questions there. First off, is there a big difference between the straight leg, which is I think the 3 series, and the new wide fit, which is the 7 series? And yes, like they're wildly different, radically different. The unbranded straight leg's kind of like a skinny straight, and the wide fit really is a nice relaxed wide. So they're like very, very, very different fits. Cost, I don't know off the top of my head. Accrue wide legs, not anytime soon, nor any restocks of the accrue. So the accrue one was a seasonal unbranded release. We kind of get like maybe 1 or 2 per year, and they're usually almost always one and done. There will be more accrue unbranded denim, but just not in the next 6 to 12 months, I think.
Yeah. But there is a really cool unbranded brand 21 ounce coming.
I saw that. Like it had everyone
I think
really
we'll save it for another episode.
It's too cool. It's like too cool to spoil right now. We're gonna like blow people.
But I can tell you guys are gonna love it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. People are gonna love it.
Yeah.
Everyone who's seen it, they love it.
Yeah.
And yeah. So
the preview video is out, but it's not listed publicly. So we actually put the link in the last week's chat if you guys want to go out there and take a peek.
Okay, we're gonna go for some Garrett lore here.
All right, let's get into the railway talk.
Okay, so
switching to
I used to work on the railway, back in the day.
Oh, that looks...
And I worked in between basically Vancouver and Edmonton, which is like a long distance. They're about 13 hours drive, so I was doing a lot of driving and
an entire
commuting.
Rocky Mountains between them.
Anyways, so one of the people in the chat was talking about Hinton, which I used to work by, and Swan Landing. So let me show you guys Swan Landing here. We're going to zoom in. This is Canada, by the way, on top of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to zoom in here. It's in Alberta, just kind of on the Rocky Mountain border here. Zooming in. Jasper National Park, very nice place.
Yeah, great place.
Gotta go
Beautiful.
check out Jasper. It burnt down like last year or something.
It did.
All right, we have got Hinton, Alberta here, famous because there was a train disaster there, R.I.P. And then zooming in, we have Swan Landing. So that's what I was mentioning here, Swan Landing. And zooming in here even more, you can see here, this is basically where like some trains turn and go up north, and some go that way and go over towards the East Coast. And I was working right here. I spent probably a good like month or 2 months working here one summer. Let's see here, Swan Landing Yard. Only a 3.2 rating. Huh. Guess it's not that great.
There you go. That's kind of a cool place. Yeah, definitely it's the middle. Canada's a pretty big country and a pretty big empty country.
Very big.
Very empty.
You look at the map and you're like, oh, it's not that far, and it's like a 15-hour drive.
Yeah.
And that's like speeding the whole way.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's kind of go there. Good question from the Cheyenne, which we had mentioned before. Are there any plans to make a light midweight MIJ and strong guy? Yes, we had talked about a strong guy sample that came in for a future MIJ.
Yeah.
It will happen. Strong
guy is
MIJ. Happening.
It is coming. There's a little bit of a delay because the production and stuff, but like strong guy MIJs are coming in the future, partially because I just wanted them for myself, but also because I know you guys want them. So it is coming.
Go.
But for now, you'll have to stick with the true Guy.
Okay, yeah. All right, so that's yeah. So again, so we'll move on a little bit over there.
Okay,
Good,
next
good, good.
up, I think you guys have waited long enough. We can show off
Oh,
Godzilla.
the final. So here we have right here in our hot little hands. This is the last Godzilla jean to be revealed for the upcoming collaboration. This one's the one that I've been waiting for.
Oh, this is the one you want.
This is kind of the one that, like, you know.
You got your name on it?
Yeah, put a gun to my head, choose one. This is the one.
Okay.
So
I
Godzilla
wonder if
time.
anyone in the chat can say which one was missing. I think we talked about it before.
I think the chat's pretty like keyed up on the Godzillas
They
there.
know,
They're pretty
they know.
keyed up.
Okay. Do. Shin Godzilla. So another heavyweight. I think this one's 20 ounce.
Oh man!
Feels
Oh my
like
God!
20.
I was right. The chat had just they know exactly.
Yes,
what,
Shin Godzilla.
well done, guys.
Look
well
at that.
done.
So of course this is the Godzilla that's glowing purple, because he's just got so much energy inside him and he's shooting it out through his mouth. On the top here, of course, we have this beautiful veg tan / purple leather patch, which is going to patina and age nicely. And then on the outside, we have this dark blue indigo on the warp. And then if you look closely here, you can see on the weft, there's some kind of like purple showing through. I wonder why.
I wonder why.
Wonder why. So moving over to the front here, there you go. You can see that purple. And I love this purple. It kind of reminds me of 90s. I don't know why, like that 90s purple.
It's a purple.
It's a very purple, but it's not too like blue. It's just that I don't know. There's something about this purple that I really like. Of course, we got the decorated pocket bags, the woven label, all the details that you're gonna love. But just look at the purple there. It's got this kind of like slubby, bumpy, vertical slub thing going on. So it's got this uneven texture that you can see. And tonal stitching. So right now the stitching is kind of like hidden. You can't really see it. But once you fade these, they are going to pop that stitching out more. It's going to become more visible.
Yeah, so answering some people's questions in the chat, because the color purple is on the website, it's not going to fade to that web color. It's going to fade classic blue to light blue to white, like every other rope dyed denim. But you'll always see that purple on the inside. And if you have a blowout or an explosion in your jeans, then you'll get that kind of like that web color.
Explosion in your jeans.
Yeah, explosion of the jeans, I should say.
Happens sometimes.
Yeah, not without precedent. I'll say that, not without precedent.
Yo, we've had some jeans sent in for repair, and people had explosions in their jeans.
Explosions.
It was not
motorsport accidents.
not more than that.
NASCAR aficionados, if you know what I mean.
It's like they were in a rocket ship or something.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's the Selvedge edge there. Hold on, if it'll in focus. Yeah, there we go. So we got a red, black, red Selvedge edge, and you'll see this little kind of like tuft of yarn coming out there. Every week we get a like email,
Classic.
Someone saying, "Hey, my thing's defective." Terry, is this a defect?
No, it's a feature. It's a feature. It's a lovely like proof. It's like an actual physical proof that your denim was made on a nice vintage shuttle loom. So that just happens when you get a little bit of a quick shuttle change out there, and it kind of pops out, and then like a new spool of thread goes into the shuttle, and it keeps going back and forth.
And you'll notice the heavier the denim is, the more of those little shuttle changes you will have, because the spool is only so like the shuttle
Yeah.
is only so big. It can only carry, there's only so much space in there. And so because that yarn is thicker, it takes up more space. So like if it's a really thin yarn, it can go for longer. But if it's a thicker one, you'll notice like more of those changes. Like if you look at the 40 ounce, it's like every like couple inches, there's a shuttle change.
Doesn't go too far.
Because it's just such a thick yarn.
Yeah, and a great question from Shang Style. Will it replace my purple cord denim? So yeah, you must have been paying attention from the beginning, because it's been like 2.5 years, 3 years since
Purple cores they're getting older now.
Yeah, which I wish I used to have. I had those when I first joined the company.
What happened to them? Were they on the wall?
Nothing happened to the jeans, but something happened to me. I got bigger. I grew as a person. I've grown a lot since then, in many ways. And I grew so much that I can't wear my purple cord jeans anymore. But they could replace them. I do like a purple. I kind of missed a couple of purple releases, but I think I'm going to go for these ones because 20 ounce is a nice weight for me. I like the Shin Godzilla. I like the kind of like that laser beamy idea. I think it's kind of cool.
I can't wait to see someone on the street with these.
Yeah.
Every once in a while I'll be out and I see someone with a pair of elephants on or something, and I'm just like, he knows what's up.
And that's right, John. Like me and Gravity, well, we just know each other a little bit better these days.
Also, somebody mentioned the G-Shock.
Someone did mention the G-Shock.
It's not a full metal. Well, I don't know if this counts, but it has a rubber strap, so it's not full metal. But it is metal on the top. So sneak peek. Tune in to This Week at Tate and Yoko next Tuesday. We got
surprises.
G-Shock news for you guys. You're going to want to be there.
Yeah.
Join the club. Terry's part of the club. I'm part of the club. We're all part of the club. Casio club.
Everyone's like jumped deep into the Casio gang.
I kind of blame Bezad, but it's not 100% his fault.
Blame me.
Terry's fault.
I was the first person
to ever wear a G-Shock.
To ever wear a G-Shock. It was me. It started all with me. Everybody copied me. Yeah, but no, Bezad has a lovely collection. I'm sure he's showing off on his stream.
He's eyeballs deep in it.
Yeah, he's deep. Like he's literally invested into the.
If you're into G-Shocks, I already have my eyes on. I remember. So here's another little story. Not the most recent time, but the time before that, I came to Japan, and Bezad only had one request that I help him with, and it was that I go help him buy a G-Shock because you can get like tax free. So anyways, I ended up buying a G-Shock for Bezad. But you'd be shocked. He and I'm sure he's shown them off before. His MRG. He has a collection. He doesn't even have one. He's got like a bunch of MRG G-Shocks. And if you're unfamiliar with MRG, the MRG line is basically like their luxury tier. I'm talking not like these aren't $50, not $100, they're not $500. They're not even $1,000. They're like thousands of dollars.
Many thousands.
Thousands of dollars, like thousands of dollars G-Shock. So anyway, he bought one of those, and at the time I'm like, you're crazy, man. Like buying this like $3,000 G-Shock, and now I'm like, it's not that bad. Maybe I should get one too.
You start justifying it.
I'm like, yeah, but it's so nice, and it's also got. And I'm like, so we will see. We will see. When will it end? I don't know, but it's gonna start for you guys soon. Somebody in the chat say he's wearing his GAB 2100.
Ooh.
Maybe we have some.
Yeah.
Some Full Metal G-Shock Casios. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
I'm hoping you guys are interested in them.
Oh, wow. Okay, we have got some G-Shock love in the chat over there.
Anyways, I think you guys know what's going to happen, but next Tuesday, tune in. You're going to want to know because we're going to hook you guys up.
Yeah, we will hook you up there. Yeah, I got it. By the way, the reason I got into my G-Shocks, people talk about like, oh, just check my phone. I bought my first G-Shock in Japan in 2010 because I didn't have a phone back then, and I needed to tell the time, so I bought a watch to tell the time in 2010 back in Japan. It is this very same watch. It is still with me. Original battery, 15 years later. Now I do have a telephone.
15 years?
Yeah.
Because you have the solar.
I have the solar. Original, like basically all I've done is like clean this very occasionally, like every 3 or 4 years.
How dirty is it when you take the bezel off?
It doesn't make you, it's not like
it's not
disgusting, but as they say around this part of the world, there's plenty of schmutz on it.
So did you just wash it or what?
No, I take the bezel off and I have a wet Q-tip and I just kind of like whoop, 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 whoop.
Oh, okay.
Just kind of wipe off the gunk. You need a little bit of that agitation to get like the stuff out of the deep crevices and all the bits there and stuff like that. But yeah. Cool little background of the G-Shock there.
Wow, a lot of people with their
it's promising
telling us about your G-Shocks.
Yeah, it makes us feel like we're going the right way.
We're going the right direction. Who knows? Maybe someday G-Shock collab.
Yeah, Casio, talk to us. Talk to us.
Yeah, that would be great, right? Okay, yeah. Sullivan says you guys wear G-Shock Square. I used to be kind of deep into the whole mechanical watch thing.
Still very, very cool.
Very cool, and I love it. I love the history. I love the lore. I love the way they look. I love everything about it. But it's like one of these, as a hobby, it's so expensive. And I just stressed about it, honestly, because it was like, you know,
have to list it in your insurance.
Yeah, you got to insure your stuff because it's worth a lot of money. And then, like, I'd be stressed that, like, you know, I'm just going to happen to walk by the doorknob or whatever and, like, boom, bang your watch. Or, like, even trip and fall. And now you got to send it out to be serviced. And it's going to cost you thousands of dollars to get the crystal. Like, I've broken crystals on watches before. And it is, depending on the watch, even, it's very, very expensive. It can be, like, over $1,000 just to get the crystal replaced. So these, I don't have to stress about it. That's why I'm so stoked.
I'm going to show off. Mine's a little dirty. I was working in the garden. I swear. Mine's a little dirty. I just want to show off. I hope I can actually get this on camera. The amount of... Oh, man, I'm doing it the wrong way over here. The amount of scars...
You gotta put it in the middle. Here, I'll do it.
Glaring up.
The key is to, like, not look at
the lights. Because I have knocked this up against many, like, granite countertops, and it is, gouged. It is gouged. I could get a new, like, you know, at this point,
you can see it.
I could, like, polish it out. I could get, like, a new strap or whatever. But I feel it kind of goes with, like, the whole faded jeans and stuff like that. All my edges are kind of, like, rounded off, smooth.
Yeah, like, he's got no more writing on it.
Yeah, for a while it used to say shock, just like, you know, no G-Shock, and now it doesn't say anything.
You got the stealth version.
Yeah, it is kind of like the stealth version there. Yeah, so it's kind of cool, and there's, you know, maybe I'll get a fancy one in the future, but like I like this one. It's really grown to be kind of part of me. The one thing that never changes every day, and I do feel a little naked without it.
But it's just like you set it, you forget it, really. Like you put it on, you set the time, it automatically updates the time every day, or multiple times a day. You don't have to change the battery. You don't have to worry about screwing the crown down or getting water in it.
Just don't think about it.
Or scratching it or dropping it or bang. It's like zero stress. Like, it just works.
Yeah, somebody once told me that was a great idea about, like, how do you know, like, something is, like, the perfect, you know, the perfect fit or the perfect, like, you know, part of your life. It's like you use it every day, but you never think about it. Yeah, if something is so comfortable or so useful, whatever, that it's just always on you.
My Toyota.
Yeah, but you just don't, like, you know, put too much thought into it, like, then you know, like, it's perfect. It's perfect for you.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jean time again. Back to jeans. Back to denim.
Back to jeans.
Back to denim.
We got time for one more. It's still sunny out. It's still the sun.
I know. We're up here in the northern hemisphere. Okay, we got today's like some big jean.
You know what? We're gonna save this.
Save it.
We're gonna save this.
Save it for another
one. We gotta answer or else I might forget. The Instagram questions.
Oh, yeah.
The people who can't tune in live.
I know you're out there because I had a phone call from one of you fellows out there. It says, like, hey, like, I love the live streams, but I'm never able to get there on time. And, like, they actually called up, can I ask you a question right now? I'm like, of course you could. You can call anytime, ask us questions. But I know there are definitely people who want to be part of this but just can't make it for whatever reason.
Well, some people got work or whatever.
I was going to say maybe you live in Australia, but I know hit people from Australia here on the stream as well.
It's worth it to stay up.
Yeah. And even Bay's.
What time is it in Australia?
Early morning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wake up early, or just stay up late.
Yeah.
Okay, so today I said ask Terry a question. So I'm gonna send. See, I put this lovely picture of Terry.
Oh yeah, we took that today.
A nice picture. Look, it's literally him.
I was wearing the same thing.
Yeah. So all these questions are technically addressed to you. Oh, it's only 10 a.m. and
that's not
down
so bad.
under.
Not too bad.
That's fine. Okay, so I'm going to ask you all these questions. You ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready to receive.
Will the MRG 10 restock come in strong, Guy?
I would imagine it would. Yeah.
It is not.
No. Okay.
No? It is being restocked, but I don't think...
Maybe.
You know what? I could be wrong, but I think it's not.
Yeah, because I know it's coming.
I don't think it made it in time.
Yeah, it didn't make the cutoff? Okay.
I'll have to double check on that, but I'm pretty sure the answer is no.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
The next MIJ 10, if this one not, then the one after that will.
If you order a patch swap, do you also get the original patch with your order?
Yes, you do. So every time we do a patch swap or a hem, we do try to include the hem scraps and the original patch, unless you specifically state you don't want it. If you say like I don't include the original patch, which we understand, we will definitely not include it. And if you really do want your hem scraps, you can always write an extra line, because I know you guys do it. Like, hey, don't forget to include my scraps, and we'll make extra sure that we have some hem scraps.
They usually always are, but maybe
sometimes
they
fall out the box, and like, we're not going to hunt around there unless someone really specifically. But I would say like 99% of the hem jeans from us will include the scraps, and you can play with them. You can use them for repairs.
Like a keychain.
Keychain. I have used it. I have a little potted plant at home, and it has like one of my wife's hems, which is quite generous because she's very short, and it kind of like looks like the pants wearing like a jean, like a little selvage and everything there. It's kind of cute. I liked it. So yeah, have fun, make some crafts, recycle.
Okay, Terry, why is Judy so great?
Why is she so great? Well, I just had to go out there and choose like bump into like the most perfect person in my life. Yeah, she really is great. She's not here right now, actually. She's at a conference in Milwaukee.
I thought it was called Milwaukee.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, people from Milwaukee. I pronounced it Milwaukee.
It kind of sounds better. It's got a little pizzazz,
like Mississippi or Mississauga.
Milwaukee.
But yeah, she's in a conference in Milwaukee about public markets because she's wrapping up her PhD, doing a little talk over there. So thank you very much, Judy. And yeah, she just ever since I bumped into her on that dark alley in Taiwan, it's been fantastic love ever since then. And we do a lot to support each other, and so yeah, super happy. And she's a lot. She comes by here a lot. She's everyone in the company knows her. She's kind of like almost like like the neighborhood cat. She kind of like walk into the building, like let herself in. She's been in the store. She's helped out customers. She even helped somebody on the tour once. yeah. So definitely kind of like part of the overall scenery here.
Okay, next, can you add hip measurements to your men's fits? Some of us have large assets.
Yeah, so for those people who do have some like meat in the seat or a bit of a caboose or whatever there, normally we don't do hip measurements. However, if you do like, give us an email, whatever, we can probably do like a specific one for you. Say like, hey, like I'm looking at maybe like these weird guy 32s or something. Can you just do a quick, before I buy them, can you double check this hip measurement for me so I can be sure? And like, yeah, we'll do that for you, but we don't plan on adding it to the measuring chart.
Yeah, it would. Ain't nobody got time for that.
We do like a lot of measurements. I think in terms of like measurements for there, like we're definitely like kind of above and beyond the standard.
For most men, it is not an issue.
Yeah.
And I would say if you do have a big badonkadonk, go for fits like the easy guy, the true guy, or the strong guy. Those are going to be the ones.
Especially easy and true.
Stay away from the super guy. As long as you don't go super guy. Weird guy, you can probably make it fit, but it might be a little snug.
You might have to size up, yeah.
But yeah, easy, true, or strong. Really, the easy and strong are going to be like your best bets for sure. But yeah, if you want, send us an email and we can check like a couple pairs for you. But don't be like, hey, can you give me the hip measurements on every single pair? Because we're not gonna do that. Terry, have you ever told your denim origin story? What was your favorite job before denim?
Okay, cool. So I think the very first live stream, I give a quick background. My denim origin story is kind of weird. So before I worked here, I wasn't crazy into denim, but I was kind of like a bit of a super nerd for like all topics, and I'd actually already been to Kojima City in Okayama Prefecture. On one of my trips to Japan before I worked here, just because I kind of thought, I need some new jeans, and then I did a little bit of research, and then one thing leads to another, and then you're like looking at Selvedge denim, and like I was there, so why not go straight to the source? So I did go straight to the source. I went in the off season, it was pouring rain, nobody was there, and I was walking around the streets of Kojima completely by myself. But it's called the Jean City for a reason. Everything's like jeans hanging everywhere. They got vending machines covered in jeans. The streets have jeans hanging off them. And I bought a pair of, really cool Japanese Selvage raw denim. And it kind of like, it was always on my mind there. And then I realized, we had Naked Famous. And I think one day I just came here shopping with my wife for a flannel shirt or something, or a belt. And then like it just happened.
Isn't it the belt you're wearing right now?
Yes, it is the belt I'm wearing right now. Mm-hmm. And by the way, like we're hiring. I was like, cool. I'm not employed, so the rest is history. Yeah, and basically before that, I bounced around. I had a lot of odds and end jobs, but the funny one is, I like to tell everyone I used to be a monkey wrangler. I wrangled monkeys for money. True story.
Yes.
True story. I know a lot about wrangling monkeys, and no, it wasn't at the zoo. And yes, monkeys really can be really cute and dangerous.
Strong. Those things are
Very
muscle.
strong. Very strong.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with like an orangutan or
my God.
Like people are joking about like gorillas versus humans. Like you don't stand a chance. Even like a small monkey can take down like a full-size person.
I was in the prime of my life, and a 5-kilogram monkey was like about all I could handle there. Like it is like you are on like full survival mode. Like you're covered in protection equipment and stuff like that, and you're just like holding on to this 5-kilogram monkey as strong as you can. So that's quite something. But yeah, you know, I was really close there. I was basically like a toxicology service technician at like basically like a pre-human clinical trial company. So basically like checking on medicines on various animals, and monkeys were one of them there, and like they were treated really, really well. There's tons of rules for this, you know. This is not like some Mickey
fly
Mouse.
by night.
Yeah. This was like $1 billion company, like $1 billion, and like this one company, the location there had like 100 people plus with PhDs. So they treated really, really well, and I was part of the team that was looking after monkeys. Their labor shortage, so they put me straight onto the monkey patrol. And yeah, it was really cool. You just cover you in like all kinds of protective equipment because monkeys can bite really sharp. But once you have them in your hands and they kind of chill out, you kind of feed them strawberries. You look at their little paws, which have fingerprints just like us, little fingernails just like us, and you stare at this little macaque over here, and just like, oh, it's quite something.
That is pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty something.
You want to know the reason why I hired you? You said one thing during your interview, and as soon as you said that, I'm like, okay, I know.
Oh, man, now I'm really curious. This was COVID time. I was wearing a mask and everything like that.
It's because you told me that you used to live in Taiwan, and I was like, we were man of the culture, Taiwan #1.
We were politically aligned. Yeah, we were politically aligned. And I think you mentioned like, oh yeah, and I used to live in Hong Kong, you know. And then at that point, I also knew. I was like,
Yes.
yeah, we knew.
So that's why I was like, okay, this is a good guy. Okay, will new milk glasses be coming soon?
Coming, yes. Soon?
Depends with your definition of soon. But they're on the way. I don't know if they're like on the boat yet, but like they're coming.
They've been ordered.
And they have to come on the boat because they're so heavy. We can't airship those.
Yeah.
But
they have been ordered. There are more. They will come.
I think probably for holiday season, latest.
Yeah, like I'm sure that's what Brandon wants.
Any other city exclusive edition? Want to have the Montreal one, but look for more.
I like the idea of exclusive thing, but we need like exclusive stores. We've done like obviously there's New York, there's Montreal.
Maybe if we opened a LA store or something.
There are some of our retail partners do actually have some exclusive versions.
I can already imagine if we opened a Texas store, how cool the Texas store exclusive pair would be.
Oh, what would we theme it after?
I don't know, but the patch would just be crazy.
Either be like a cowboy or like
a cowgirl. It'd be a cowgirl.
The brisket selvage. The Texas brisket selvage there. Brisket. That would be really, really cool.
Are there any more Groovy Guys planned?
It's a tough one. I don't know.
No, I don't. Not off the top of my head.
The Groovy Guys got a bump, but not the bump in the same way that the Strong Guys got. The Strong Guy, the kids can't get enough.
If you guys buy more Groovy Guys, we will make more Groovy Guys.
As simple as that.
But generally, I only want to make Groovy Guys in fabrics that lend themselves to the Groovy Guy.
It's got to be a groovy fabric.
It's got to be a groovy fabric, baby.
Yeah, it has to be a groovy fabric. We still have a lot of groovy waxy jeans. We made a recent run of those.
Might the upcoming 100% FoxFiber denim come in jackets this fall? Yes.
Yes, I think so. And there might be a chore coat version as well. I think.
Yeah. When's the next Bloodcore Russell moccasins launch? That's
a Garrett question.
We don't know. We don't know yet, but there is more. I don't know how much Weston has talked about it, but we will do another batch. So another batch will come. More fabric is being made, but this you don't get it like. Well, you probably do get it, but the queue to make fabric is like really long now. Like Selvedge has become really popular, just in general in Japanese. So like it used to be like we could get stuff made faster, but now like the queue is like over a year. for some things. So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we have to plan like way ahead.
Like 2027. This like
Yeah, we're already planning.
Is locked in already.
Yeah,
like it's getting locked in.
Yeah, we're already planning 2027. So yeah, it is. The Russell moccasins are coming. I'm excited to see when mine show up.
Yeah, I'm gonna be.
Next time we'll get a pair made for you.
I admit I'm jealous.
We'll
like,
get a pair made
man,
for you,
that's
Terry.
A cool pair of shoes.
You just can't complain that they're not wide enough.
I will go down to. What was it? They made in Wisconsin? No. Where are they made?
I don't know.
I'll go down there and like I'll show them my foot because it's worth it. It's in my like. It literally makes sense for me. Like here's my foot. Make it to this size.
You should just go to Spokane.
Oh, Spokane. Go West Coast.
Yeah. Would it be possible to do a natural ecru seated cotton t-shirts? That is a possibility, and we are
I like that.
actually we're already on it, kind of. We're already new t-shirt stuff is in the works.
Yeah, new t-shirt stuff is in the works, and I do really like.
But it might not be for a while available.
Yeah.
But like new t-shirt stuff, we are working on. So
Yeah.
stay tuned.
I wish I got that Wonder Looper ELS crew. It slipped through my fingers. I think they're cool. I think the crew t-shirts are cool.
Oh wow! Someone asked about your. Did Terry really have a past life wrangling monkeys, or
Somebody
did
already
I
asked.
fever dream that?
Yeah, no, you did not fever dream that. It was true. I really was a monkey wrangler, as I mentioned.
Any chance for slubby gray or burgundy colored jeans?
Burgundy.
There's none planned, but I want to do a remake on the snowy.
The Snowy was
Selvage.
great. The Snowy was the SMU. No, it was a special release.
Yeah.
It was a special release. Not last 2 years ago now.
2 years ago.
Oh my
I think
gosh.
people loved it so much. I think if we brought it back for a second round, people would
They really would go.
enjoy it
Yeah,
again.
like it flew off.
And it was a
shelves.
gray.
Grand Girl?
I don't know. It was like a kind of like a Kasuri, basically like a multi-toned gray jean, slubby, vertical slub.
Yeah, it's my favorite gray jean of all time, basically. And I thought like sometimes these jeans stick around, like but for like a Black Friday special release, that was like one of the best ones we did. Like those ones exploded and they just disappeared.
With Rose Anvil dropping canvas smugs, might there be a FoxFiber smugs in the future? Maybe. There is a Goral thing coming up that I don't know when they're gonna be done what they're working on, but I already talked to them.
You
So
talking
there's
to Goral?
Yes.
Oh man.
Talking to everybody.
Talking to everybody. I bought Gorals. Full price. I bought Goral.
I should have asked them to make them in your size.
I
too.
bought the Rose Anvil Goral collab before it was cool over here.
Anyways, maybe next time. Terry, did you beat Doom yet? What level of difficulty are you playing on?
Okay, so no, I did not beat the Doom. It's Eternal, right? Yeah, I did not beat that one yet. I was, of course, playing on this. I never go for like Mega Ultra Nightmare, but I think I went for like regular Nightmare. So it's hard enough, man.
Regular Nightmare.
Yeah, regular Nightmare. So basically, like one notch more than like one notch higher on the difficulty scale, kind of for seasoned, skilled FPS players. And it starts off pretty easy, but they start adding more and more mechanics, and you have to be on the ball. It's really, I like how they've really gone heavy into the movement on this one. It's really it's getting quite intense. I think it's a fantastic
What, you gotta
game.
like strafe a lot?
Oh
or
man,
like...
more than that. You are like dodging, strafing, switching, pressing buttons, like just constantly moving. It's a beautiful ballet of death and destruction. And it's on Game Pass. You have Game Pass on the PC or the Xbox. It runs great on both platforms, so definitely try it out. No excuse if you have Game Pass, or just pick up a free Game Pass for a little bit. Try it out.
When is the release date for the black 32 ounce? No release date. We haven't even. We made one sample. We haven't started. The problem is like, there's basically one guy who can do it, and then like he'll get some help, and he's busy. He's a busy guy.
He's a very important guy.
He just finished like basically pumping out all the samples.
Mm-hmm. This is our production manager, by the way.
So yeah, he's got lots of projects, and all the other projects. As great as the 32 ounces, and I get it. I love 32 ounce. I'm the 32 ounce guy.
Yeah, you are the 32 ounce guy.
I love it. It's my favorite. but there's other stuff that needs to be done that takes a little bit more precedent, like, stuff that, a lot of people are going to be able to benefit from instead of, a very small amount of people buying the 32 ounce.
Yeah, a lot of changes happening over here. It's an exciting time here at Naked Famous Denim headquarters. There's a lot of excitement happening in the factory upstairs over here. So we're really doubling down on our made in Montreal, made in Canada commitment, and that's basically taking up a lot of time.
When are the Sashiko denim jackets coming out? It's a good question.
I saw some in the warehouse, so
Sooner than later.
More soon than late.
Like the main warehouse?
Yes, I have touched them with these hands.
All right, that's good. So now they're soon. We'll just put them on the website. So we're not going to launch them or anything. So just make sure you sign up for a back in stock notification. As soon as they're on the website, you'll get an email. Any seersucker fabrics in the works? No, not at the moment. People are just putting weird stuff in here. That's it.
Weird stuff.
Okay, last one. What's your favorite word in the English language?
The favorite word in the English language? Oh man, that's an impossible question to answer. I just think of a simple cheesy one.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Oh man, that's a good one, but I'm not too sure if it counts I think it is actually in the dictionary because it's old enough. But maybe it's too old and it's actually already passed out of popular parlance.
I remember teaching my students when I was a kindergarten teacher that word, and they loved the song. In Hong Kong.
Imagine a class full of Hong Kong kindergartners all yelling supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Yeah, I showed them. I made them watch Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a great
when you said you made them watch Mary Poppins, was it like a Clockwork Orange type of scenario?
No, I would show them the songs and the I didn't make them watch it front to back, but I would show them the music because I just thought there's no other person or time in their life that they are going to be exposed to this classic. I don't know. What do you want to call it?
It's a classic.
It's a classic. You gotta Mary Poppins. But the thing is, the kids these days, the iPad kids, they're not going to be watching Mary Poppins. I think none of the parents are showing their kids these classics, which Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Mary Poppins,
Great film.
Lassie. I don't know. There's all this good old content that I feel should be standard watching for kids.
The Great Escape.
Just to build character.
Yeah.
So anyways, I used to make them watch all those songs from
this is a good one.
From Mary Poppins. What a great film.
It is a good film. I saw a question here from Bayzad himself, which kind of spoke to me, so I should play the Akuplock Wad slaughter map from the original Doom, which is that's speaking my language because I definitely used to download .wad files for the original Doom, which is really cool. I'm still a really big fan of the original Doom and the Brutal Doom mod, so I'm going to go check it out there because some of those awards there, it was just, what a time to be alive. That's what I say. What a time to be alive. Doom 1, Doom 2. I
think it our kind of generation is such a unique generation because we grew up with tech, but then we've seen it kind of come full circle.
It was new.
Back in the day, and I know we were both, you're definitely a little bit more nerdy than me when it comes to tech, but we both were script kiddies, mess around doing computer stuff. I'll call it power user things, but I think that is going to go away. Things are so easy now on a computer. You just I bet you ask a 10-year-old what an app means. What does it stand for? They won't know.
Yeah, what is app short for?
Yeah. They don't even know. They just think that it's called an app. They don't know that it means something else. It
could just be the old the Gen X millennials versus the Zoomers. Which is a little bit of that there, but I do kind of feel that there. Of course, there are people that came before me, guys who grew up in the Commodore 64 and stuff there.
But those guys are rare. Most of the people...
They are a rare breed. They were, I guess, in terms of, you're right, the proportion of the population, the Commodore 64 guys, they were, They're legends.
They're legends.
But they're very few in number.
But of their cohort,
they
are, the 1%, and everyone else in their cohort, can't even figure out email.
Yeah.
You know.
Did you know they used to share games by just giving you like lines of codes and like magazines, and you could just sit there and like type it out,
awesome.
and then load it, and it wouldn't save. There's no it would go into temporary memory, so you just have to.
No! Don't turn your machine off.
Yeah, you turn off your machine like you just lost your game. Yeah, so like wow, man.
That is crazy.
Yeah. So we can definitely go into that. Like I could reminisce.
It's like before they invented copy and paste.
Yeah,
I think the guy who invented copy and paste died not too long ago.
Oh, I don't want to think about that. But yeah, I know there's plenty of you guys out there, especially there at Bayside. We had some chats about like the old days of games and stuff like that. There, we played some fun old. Did we actually put our little Metal Slug thing in the Japan vlog video?
We did. It's in there.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, we had a really good run. We had a really good run of Metal Slug in the arcade.
Go watch the Japan. Like I've said it before, and I'm sure most people here who have watched it. But if you haven't, after this, go watch the Japan travelogue. Not only will you learn something, but I don't know. I think it's kind of funny. There's some.
We had a
stuff.
1/4 power run in like Metal Slug, and it was pretty good.
It was
pretty good.
What was 100 yen?
The equivalent of 1/4, yeah, I guess 100 yen. But it was good. That was a great little arcade.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Gotta go back.
Go back.
Last thing before we get to snack time. Save the best for last. Here we go. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Back to jeans.
Alright, before we open it, we got this, you know what it is, MIJ bag here. Because it's got the blue, got the Japanese writing, translation, Naked Famous Denim on there. And on the inside, another bag, as in Japanese tradition.
I love
packaging
it.
Within packaging.
Inspired by Tokyo Banana.
So with this jean, of course.
It smells
beautiful.
good. It smells good.
Let's read it here. Tokushima hand-dyed natural indigo warp khaki shibu weft intangible cultural treasure Selvedge denim.
I know Brandon loves to say that fast. You know,
he likes to do it real fast to make it sound.
It does say the same thing in Japanese right below that, of course.
And so not only do you get the jean, but you get the bag. We had some older ones from before. Yesterday I sent Chris home with his laptop, and it fit nicely. He has a big laptop. It fit nicely in this little bag.
He does have a big laptop.
So not only do you get the jeans, you can tote this around, take it to the grocery store, whatever, show it to the people. And before we open here,
it cinches.
You can cinch it up here.
You do like
nice.
that. You could do like the arm loops. Yeah, arm loops on the backpack.
If you just want to like
bring your jeans to the beach.
Like a backpack.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Go to a public market.
So it comes with a nice bag, but let's see what's the good stuff.
Yeah.
Inside.
What treasure lies within?
You ready for it?
Oh my god, this one.
Oh yeah. You guys have been asking for it.
The hue, the color.
The MIJ 15 in all its glory is finally here.
Oh my gosh.
This is one of those things where, like, you know, I've seen a lot of cool jeans.
That you have.
And I've touched a lot of jeans. Even the smell. Yeah, these are something special. That's for sure. Just look at the fabric. Like, let's get a close-up on that fabric.
Oh, man. Like, the actual hue of the indigo here is... Oh, my God.
So, of course, naturally hand-dyed, natural indigo. On the warp side, of course, we got the beautiful flasher here, the little embroidery. This right here, this is thanks to me. You know why? Brandon, he's like, oh, what should we do for the patch? Should we just put the regular lambskin patch on? And I was like, no. We're going all out on this one.
Yeah.
Because you guys, you want it all the way to 11. We don't want no 8s, no 10s. This one's going to 11.
Straight to 11.
Shell cordovan, brown leather patch. Woo! Japanese shell cordovan, by the way.
Yeah.
As it has to be. Look at that. Whoa! That is beautiful. I want one. I just want it for the patch. So yeah, MIJ 15 here. Of course, all the details, hidden rivets, 100% copper rivets as well. Iron buttons. Let's see. Selvedge fly. Woven label translated to Japanese. Fancy premium woven label on the inside as well there. And then once you see the inside, you can see that beautiful khaki Shibu brown weft, which
here.
It just shines through ever so slightly, giving it that warmish tone on the outside. Yeah, micro-bested Selvedge ID, classic white, red, white. Very cool.
Yeah,
I am very tempted, and I say that about everything. But honestly, these are
thinking real hard. I'm
legit.
thinking real hard about this.
They are.
Oh, show off the flasher.
I feel like this is really right up your alley.
Yeah,
Terry.
yeah. I'm the flasher.
So there's the flasher. So notice how it goes from blue to brown.
Mm-hmm.
Designed by Chris. Well, not designed, but he did it in Photoshop, and that's
That's
why I said
he whipped that up for us. I think it's a nice little touch there.
Very nice.
New Joker tags are also ready there, so it's a nice made little Japanese hit there for our Made in Japan collection.
Mm-hmm.
Everything about this is really, really special.
Two-tone stitching, you'll notice. Mm-hmm. So vintage style, two-tone stitching on the pockets, raised belt loops. It's got it ticks all the boxes. Mm-hmm. Nothing left to be desired on these. Anyways.
Just the color, yeah. Also, the very idea of it, like these are two like natural dyes there, so it's natural indigo. So like even like a really, really fancy rope dyed indigo, which is like, you know, we use the good stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen it in the videos, all the rope dyes there. That is technically synthetic indigo, right? You can't ferment that many plants. This is taken from naturally fermented indigo. So you gotta go out there, you gotta grow the plant, you gotta ferment it, you gotta make your little like vat there, have it like all reduced in solution. And some poor guy, a master actually.
He's not a poor guy.
Yeah,
He's got a great job.
You gotta do a great, it's a very blue job. Grabs basically like bundles of yarn and just dips them in the bucket by
it's
hand.
Not a bucket, it's like a hole in the ground.
Yeah. It's a very large hole in the ground there, and like, you know, it gets, you know, permanently dyed blue and stuff like that there. And like, you know, it's not, you know, he's a master. Some of these people are like living intangible culture. Japan actually has that title for some people. They call them like living cultural
living legend.
Yeah, like that's literally like a government designation. I forget the exact wording, but they're like basically the idea of like intangible cultural living legend, because there's such a craftsman to such a high degree, and it's extremely a difficult task because like it's a natural fermentation process, and yet they got to kind of really balance all of the chemistry there.
Okay, so I got a few questions here. People asking about the price. They're asking about the fits. What is this going to be available in? First of all, I'm going to tell you that this, like all of these hand-dyed intangible cultural heritage jeans, we don't get a lot of fabric. Like, we are already short shipped on fabric, so there's not that many pairs being made. There's not a lot to go around.
Yeah, very few.
There will be super guy, weird guy, easy guy, true guy. No strong guys.
No jackets.
No jackets.
Yeah.
As you can imagine, they're not cheap. However, and we've done our very best, and luckily the stars have somewhat aligned. We were able to keep the price down to around 850, I forget. Basically, it's going to be about the same as the last one, even though this has more cost associated with it, with the dyeing, the hand dyeing of both the warp and the weft.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically we got lucky and we're able to keep that price where it is, so it didn't go up at all, or it's going to be roughly the same.
Just to put that in perspective, the last, I think, natural indigo intent was MRG 8, I think, right?
Well, we had the Kaki Shibu one, but the MRG 8.
That was the pre-COVID inflation boom.
Pre-COVID inflation, and it was like the same price as this one. So keep that in mind. That's like I feel like the price of food has almost doubled since 2018.
We don't have to. You guys know this. Like we don't have to tell you that. Like,
have you been to McDonald's lately?
Yeah.
Have you seen what happened?
Yeah.
I remember getting a McChicken for like $1.37, and now it's like $5 or something.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. So
crazy.
Yeah, it's hard thing to say, like, oh my gosh, like an $800 pair of jeans or something, like, not going to talk about keeping the price down. Like, well, relatively, like, yes, we are trying to keep the price down on this over here. And it has more. It's not just on the warp. It's also Kakishibu dyed on the weft there, which, of course, is persimmon. It's another natural dye there. So, you know, it's double natural dyed. And all, like, you know, the deluxe MIJ features as well, with the Tempy treatment, which means it's not sanforized. You know, it hasn't been singed, no anti-skew and stuff like that, but it has been, like, basically, essentially, it's been hand washed and air dried, so you don't have to worry about the shrinkage. So we're really trying to get, like, all those extra features there, and it's pretty special.
So, what was I gonna say? Will this be a Tattoo Nyoko exclusive? No. They will be available through Tattoo Nyoko. We're just kind of ironing out a few details. But they also will be available through Garrett. They will be available through Blue Owl and Dant.
Yeah.
I think that's the other three who will be getting these.
No NYCA?
New York City will have them
New York
too.
City will also get it too.
I believe. I'd have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure. So there's not going to be a whole lot to go around.
Yeah, I know how many came in. So it's going to be like, it's not a lot going around.
Yeah, so like we said, these are going to be very limited. Of course, they're a very special jean. Maybe not for everybody, but you know who you are.
Yeah.
You will enjoy it. You will not be disappointed. I will tell you that much.
Yeah,
this is the... Yeah.
It's also, this is extremely wearable. So, you know, like the 40 ounce was like really, really, really cool. It's super
this
special
is
for the
a
collectors.
daily driver all year, no
this
problem.
This is 15 ounce, which for many, like, I think many denim heads, a lot of guys out there, 15 ounce really is kind of like a sweet spot in terms of like feeling substantial without being lifestyle altering.
Exactly, yeah. It's the type of thing where it's warm enough in the winter, but still like light enough and comfortable enough that you can wear it in the summer without like
not
impeding your lifestyle.
Yeah. So they are not sanforized. They are not sanforized. They are not singed. They're not anti-skewed.
Yes.
It's basically.
And you want to know the best part about this?
Yeah.
The wait is almost over. We're gonna release them probably next month sometime. So like in a roughly a month-ish from now is when we're gonna do the release.
Yeah, we told you there'd be a lot of MIJ news in previous episodes. We were not lying. There's a lot of MIJ stuff happening.
We already showed off the MIJ 16 sample, and there's more on the way, more good stuff. So that's why you come here. Stay tuned.
Yeah. So
for all the updates.
This is definitely top end, like Grail, like Grail style, like mega project aspirational jeans there.
Oh,
but they're cool. They're really cool, and like we can. There's a reason for the cost. We can point it out.
I had some Takis for lunch, the spiciest ones, and they're trying to like escape.
The revenge,
like a volcanic eruption.
And the revenge of the Takis there, yes. And one last question I did notice in the chat there about these guys before we move on to the next thing. Will the Tempy treatment make it less starchy? I would imagine so.
Yeah, but it still has like a nice crispy.
It's firm, like you can see. Like there's a little bit of like. So I'm gonna hold up from the knee there, so it's like it's a little. It's not floppy. If I cup it, like that, it'll hold its shape.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to like lock in like a crispy fade, so to speak, you can. But it's
regardless, if we do the Tempy treatment so that you don't have to worry about the whole unsanforized shrinkage. Bought the wrong size, shrunk too small, whatever. It's just better. It's better this way. Yeah. We take all the guesswork out of it, which is, it just makes it better for everybody. And I wouldn't say it's gonna be like, oh, it's not crispy enough, it's not gonna fade, because you're gonna have to soak it anyways. Unless you're a crazy person who's gonna wear their unsanforized jeans, unsanforized, unsoaked, unwashed,
not recommended, and
then never wash them ever, and just hope that no one, like a bird, doesn't like poop on your jeans or something. That's silly. This is the way to go. I'm telling you, as a guy who's done it all, Tempy-treated is the right way, and it's
you've done that. You actually have. Like I've
done it all.
You've lived that life.
It's not worth it.
You've worn those pants and walked those miles, and no, it's not quite worth it. That's kind of like what's it, like the Swiss jean freak, the Rudy treatment. if you want to open a jean museum in Switzerland, then maybe definitely that could be the lifestyle way to go for you.
You can do it, but like your jeans are gonna smell. They're gonna fall apart faster.
Much faster.
No one's gonna want to fix them.
Yeah.
You're basically just, you spent a bunch of money on your nice jeans, and they're gonna fall apart. It's like buying a car and then driving it in salty weather and never washing it, or like salty roads.
Hurts.
Like in the ocean.
Oh, that hurts. I just feel it. I feel
right?
rust.
Like, why would you do that?
Oh, man.
Why would you abuse it?
Oh, it hurts. And cars and salt and rust just gets me going.
I know. They should outlaw salting roads.
Yeah. But then again, the chaos. It's already chaotic enough with salted roads.
All right. On that note.
Yeah. On that note, let's
hit the like button. I'm going to go get the snack time.
Yeah.
But we need to get those likes up. We're pretty lacking on the likes right now.
The views are there, but the likes are down.
I think you guys can do better than that. So hit that like button. And if you haven't already, subscribed.
Yeah.
Why not? It's free. You're going to be here every week anyways.
Yeah, it's free. It's complimentary.
I put a lot of time and effort into making fun videos, informative, trying to teach people, have a good time. It's all for you guys. For you. Yeah. So please do me a big favor, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. And I'm gonna go grab the snack.
All right, there we go. All right, so Garrett's gonna grab the snack. I want to do a super high speed question real quick. How is the smell different than traditional denim? Ask Steven. I feel it just has a slightly more pleasant barn smell.
It's more natural.
Yeah. I'm not talking like the unpleasant barn smell, but like a pleasant agricultural smell. It's the type of it smells. It reminds me of being in the cotton spinning warehouse where they had like the bales of cotton and it had like that nice smell of like cotton in the actual bales, which was actually quite pleasant.
Yeah, it's one of those things where if you've never been on a farm before, you would think that the agricultural smell is like a bad smell, but it smells kind of good.
There are times when it
are
times where it can be less pleasant, but
honestly, even on a dairy farm, when you first get there, you're like, ooh, and then like after a while, you're kind of like, not that bad. It's kind of like a smelly cheese, an acquired taste.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get some glasses going.
All right, get some bevies.
Some transparent glasses so we can show off
the bevy.
Okay, so we went to our local dépanneur corner store,
gas station.
Yes, to see what they had that we'd never tried before, and we found this. And we were both kind of scared, and that's why I knew it was the right thing to buy.
Yeah,
so this is here. Let's read it here. Alani New Dream Float Energy drink. So Alani New, I guess it's a new company. I don't know about it. I don't know if
it's local or not local. Let's see if this is from like here or not.
Where did they make this? Kentucky, Louisville.
Well, I thought it was low. This is from the United States. Yeah.
America, freedom.
All right, so maybe you guys have it down south if it's like made in Kentucky.
It is vegan. It says. So we got vegan, and it also is gluten-free.
From the land that brought you Jack Daniels.
And 140 milligrams of caffeine. Is that a lot? I'm not sure.
Yes, it's a fair bit.
And 10 calories. So, anyways, I just thought it was an interesting Dream Float. What is it? Is it gonna taste like a creamsicle, an orange creamsicle?
Ladies,
who knows?
Chat, like we're putting our health on the line here for you, you guys here.
Give us a like, please.
I don't have high hopes for this one there, but I'm taking some inspiration from Bays at Ibiza. They did a lot of soda, test.
Oof. Does that sound good in your headphones?
All right. Mrs. BDC said they've been seeing the influencers drink this. We're influencers too, right?
Oh no! Did we buy an influencer drink? Oh no!
All right, prepare to be influenced.
Okay. All right. So let's do the pour here.
This is not a promotion.
It is.
This is not a promotion.
Clear. No one paid us. We paid for these.
Yeah, we paid
They weren't even free.
They're probably too much.
I paid like $5 for this.
Yeah.
So it's got kind of a cloudy, almost like what's that drink in Japan?
Calpis?
Not Calpis.
It does have a slight like medicinal color.
Medicinal. What's the blue bottle?
Aquarius?
Pocari Sweat.
Oh, Pocari. Oh, yeah.
It looks like Pocari Sweat, kind of like in terms of
body,
like the color, the translucentness of it. I'm gonna leave a little bit in the can in case you want to take it for the road, Terry.
Yeah. It says, by the way, I've already finished my guru, so I'm gonna be.
And I finished a liter of Coke Zero.
This is not fitness advice nor health advice. Please drink responsibly.
Pro tip with energy drinks: leave them in the can. They usually look terrible. Yeah, well, I'm trying to make it interesting for you guys. Yeah, I want you to see how it is. All right, so wait, let's give a sniff test. Okay. Smells like candy.
It does smell like the orange creamsicle ice cream, which is like I do see that picture on the tin.
Makes me hungry for ice cream.
So it does kind of smell like that at least. It smells like orange creamsicle ice cream.
Okay.
Cheers. Cheers.
Oh.
Huh.
Not bad.
Not repulsive, not awful.
It does taste a little bit like a creamsicle.
You can hardly taste the sucralose.
But it kind of tastes more orangey flavored, or orange tangerine, I would say.
Yeah.
But if you had done a blind taste test, I don't know if I would have said creamsicle. But now that it's been programmed in my brain, I can taste that creamy ice cream flavor. That being said, it's quite sweet.
It's very sweet, but I think this is all the this is all the sucralose. So they actually do I think the orange flavor hides the sucralose pretty well. I really can't stand artificial sweeteners like the Coke Zeros and then this world. I'd rather drink water than drink artificially thing. But this one's less offensive. It's less offensive.
Would I want to drink a whole can of this? Definitely not.
No, man. I'll drink the Guru over this.
Yeah. Like a Red Bull or even a Monster or anything, like I'd much prefer the flavor. It's not offensive. It's just like, it's like almost sickly sweet. Like kids would like this, I think.
It does have it's good for kids, but kids should not be drinking this.
You know what I think this is for? Is mixing with alcohol. Like you could put vodka in this.
This does kind of think like music festival energy or something.
I think that's what this is for.
You got the young 20-somethings going on there, like cracking some of these, getting like blasted.
I think that's what this is kind of. I don't know. I could be wrong, but like drinking this on its own, I'd almost go for any other energy drink. Not that this tastes bad. I just don't enjoy it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go a little bit question over here. Like, if you're getting an energy drink, why go for the 0 calories? I mean, if you put all sugar in there, it's gonna be like what 140, 150 calories.
Because you want to stay slim. But you also want the energy.
I mean, like it's 100 to maybe 200 calories if it's a big one. And you want the energy too, right? So it's just a little bit. I always wondered about that.
Yeah, John X says Four Loko. I've had Four Lokos before. I don't know if I ever had the old Four Loko recipe, which apparently was just crazy. But I like the flavor of Four Loko. I used to go down to LA, and like the first thing I do is go to like the closest burrito shop and get a Four Loko as well. That's a good way to spend your night.
I would love
LA.
some actual southern like burritos or tacos or.
Could go for a burrito right
food.
now. Mexican food here we don't have Chipotle. It's very lacking.
No, there's no Chipotles in Quebec. Although they do have it in Ontario.
They have knockoff Chipotles here, but they suck.
They do. They kind of do have a knockoff.
They're the worst.
They do have a knockoff Chipotles. There's this dish I'm trying to think of. It's not like huevos rancheros. It's something else. It's like a brunch dish that I went into a restaurant asking for it like after lunch, and I was like told me like sorry sir, that's just for lunch, and I felt like an idiot.
Oh.
It's a Mexican dish.
Quesadillas?
It's not quesadilla. It's not huevo ranchero.
Chilaquiles?
It is chilaquiles. I went in. I asked.
I feel like you could add that for breakfast.
I asked for chilaquiles at like noon, like at two like for lunch service or something like that. And like, no, sorry, like it's already done. It's breakfast only. It's like.
Oh, I get that for dinner.
I didn't know. I felt. At
ashamed. My local spot, which I'm gatekeeping because it's the best place in Montreal. I've taken Terry there, but I only take friends.
Your local spot. The Mexican restaurant?
Yes, it is a Mexican restaurant. It is the best, and they have chilaquiles there, and they serve it anytime. And it is very substantial. Like, you are going to be overfull.
Yeah.
If you eat them all.
Yeah, and the solvents, a white monster and like a Zin. I kind of want to do it just for like the blue collar energy there. There's a member on our staff who like took a Zin recently, and they were a former heavy vapor. They're like a triple, like almost like half a vape cartridge a day, and they kind of anyway. That Zin did them in.
I have like zero interest in trying that. Like I do not like the caffeine head rush. It is not
oh my god,
something
monster like the white monster. Maybe we'll bring a white monster on here for the next taste test. We'll compare it. The ultimate. We
have monsters in the fridge.
We're just
not those ones.
We're too scared to drink it because it's too powerful.
We had a model come in and he's like, "Hey, could I have a coffee?" But we didn't have any coffee, so I ran over to the gas station and I got some like coffee drinks, and one of them was like the Monster coffee, like triple shot or whatever. One time I bought those before I gave Terry one and I had one. I was wired the whole day. I felt uncomfortable. That it's way too much caffeine. Don't get the triple shot monsters. You're going to regret it.
It's 300 milligrams of caffeine.
Unless you're like, it's like 1 a.m. and you got to drive for like 3 hours.
That's like 5 European cups of coffee.
Yeah, it's not a good time. Anyways, I think we're rambling. I think it's time to wrap this episode
Yeah, we're kind of off the road over here. So we'll wrap it up here with a giant thank you. I just want to say, a huge thank you to everybody who kind of sticks around, especially like the whole video guys who write in the comments for this video, for the This Week at Tat and Yoko, even everyone who when you order something, you put like a funny story in the comments or something. I read it all, and we do really, really appreciate it there. So just like a big old thank you out there to the community. Mm-hmm. Just a big thank you.
Don't forget,
you're noticed.
Next week.
That's right, next week.
200th episode.
Party.
Big shebang.
Prizes. Giveaways. Special guest.
Yeah, you gotta be here. If you want to win, you gotta be here. You gotta be live. Just don't miss it. 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Next Thursday. What is that? Is it the 19th?
Find out.
I think it's the 19th. Anyways, you check it out. Thursday. Live stream.
Okay.
Right here, right now. Anyways, thanks guys for tuning in. Until next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.